Big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Check 25, check 25. Read, Timothy.
From the gun, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Love to throw. Steps away. Looking deep for Adams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A strong running. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Check. 42's the mic. Ready? Check. Wait. Mike 43, Timothy. Hey, let's get this. Mike 43.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80. 42's the mic. Here we go. Mike 42. I know he is.
Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Stokes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Love with a give to Dillon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jameis now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Winston now. And this is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Jim! Check 31! Check 31! Slam! Screen, Timothy!
Off the play fake, Winston. They've got his man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready! Blue lane! Choose the mic! Blue down! Light 42! Hey, stop! Get in the way of me! Showing up! Easy!
They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zadarius Smith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And he's got his target, Harris. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Throwing, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Love, they go play action now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like when we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Where that comes from, it just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets it up past the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. He gets this to Davante Adams. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for second in receptions, fifth in receiving yards, add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the line to gain here is the 37. That goal down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Jameis again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Come on. Coming to you.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Easy. Switch.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Second and 8 coming up.
Come on. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. Hey, I'm on the 50.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Check. Crunch. Hey, Bob. Wild Bill.
Jameis to throw it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready. Track 25. Coming for you, son. Read everything. Check 9.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Saints! From 6 yards away. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 7. Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Dillon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Love. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. And incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
42's the mark. Watch it slide. Watch it slide.
On the ground, Kamara. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 10th carry for Kamara. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Love now.
throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Love. Able to find Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Off the play fake, Love. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 38 yards. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. That's caught. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, who picked off the last one? What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
At the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Shift.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Love looking to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Love. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here and gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they shouldn't.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh.